lap, first corner is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as you get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for Split 2 with a great start from the front runners and the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field in behind. Another old leads them through one already. Davison and Felipe wanting to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Allen. Another rolling was climbing up the front all easily as well. Phase there, Catacasinas.
Yes, he did.
Labouring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 17 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. They're not going to stop. Shane Ratcliffe fighting out as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway, James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Dolphin and Stone Street on the straight as they run round turn 2. Dodge and Warboy being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stone Street off the start. There's no other way to say it. I think it was him off of Will Brown and just absolutely Superman punches straight into the wall on the left hand.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Warren and Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. We are at the legendary WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca circuit for some epic racing out there tonight. 30-plus cars out there tonight. I should say 30-plus drivers out there tonight, because there is also the safety car. But I tell you what, I just did hear someone scream out, "Did you see that car in the tree?" So that might be signs of what we're going to be seeing tonight. It's been an absolute hurler of a start to the season, and every race has got better and better, just like we expect it, season after season after season. It has been a load of fun. We're not going to go through the ladder at the moment. It's only round 2. After tonight, we'll get stuck into that every week and see who's going up, who's going down. But the boys have been working really hard. I'll tell you what, the pace out there already in practice has been sensational. Let's bring in the legend that sits beside me, Mr. James Watson. Come on down, brother.
I would like to point out that this is actually round 3.
That is round 3. Isn't that what I said?
I swore I heard round 2.
Oh, no, I've meant round 2 that we've gone through with the calendar. So we've got round 3, yeah. But, yeah, I think maybe I might have said it wrong, but but that's not surprising by me, is it, mate?
No, knowing us, it could really be either way, and no one would really bat an eye at this point. But, yeah, looking forward to this one. This one isn't quite the motherland like Sonoma is. It was a few hours farther south, still up there near the cutoff point of Northern California. So this is still technically home. And God, this is such an incredible racing circuit. Like, we were talking before we came on air, and it's like the Mad Lads that designed this track and everything they carved into these mountains. Like, look at the corkscrew. That corner just baffles all imagination. Like, a corner like that shouldn't exist, but it does, and thank God, because it's incredible. Like, you're dropping multiple stories down at once. When you get it right, there might not be a more satisfying feeling in racing. The problem is the whole, getting it right, which doesn't typically happen a whole heck of a lot. But yeah, and this is the first time we're seeing the new updated scan of the track, so it's quite different compared to what it used to be. A lot more bells and whistles, and I'm curious to see how everyone's going to deal with this. Like, I cannot imagine what we're going to see when we're going up into the corkscrew for the first time. And like, I've been saying this for years. Most people are afraid of the corkscrew. I'm afraid of that little kink before you go on to the Rahal Straight that leads you up the hill towards the corkscrew.
Yeah.
Because there's that stupid little right there, that stupid little sausage curve. That thing. Yeah, that thing is made of hate and nightmares, because you can never see where it is. The way it kind of crests, like the apex is kind of sunk down into the ground. So you're always kind of having to just guess. And, it's very easy to guess a little late. It's like, oh no, I'm on the grass and the sand. But if you guess and turn too early, dear God, you're flying to Southern California. It sucks.
It does, but mate, it's one of those. It's like Doddington. You're coming out the back into the back straight. You've got to fixate your eyes on something in the background to give you a guide of where you should be hitting your apex and markers. And if you don't have that fixated point, you're pretty much screwed, because you're going to miss it. And if you miss it, you end up right gravel all the way to the fence, or you hit it too hard and you rotate yourself around and you end up sending yourself left into the fence. But then either way, if you do get it a bit dodgy, you got to come up to the corkscrew and you got to hit that braking point where the big bump is, we were just talking about beforehand, and make sure you hit that right. But it'll be interesting to talk about tonight after the race with the drivers to see what the significant difference is between this scan and the new scan. How much has it changed? Is it going to be something like massively, or is it just the motion and the feel of the track, the grip of the track? I'm not sure what it is, because I haven't been on the new thing, because I've just bought the damn thing. So we'll see how that goes. But the boys are out there. Cobes is going to have the qualifying thing for us in the bottom as well, and we've got 13 minutes of it. Mate, I didn't even have a look I was so excited about it all. I didn't even look to see what the format was tonight, but I believe it's a 2040.
Correct. And yeah, a lot of the difference lies in the fact that there's actually a little more runoff. Like you can see right there, you have a little bit of extra pavement on the exit and on the inside of practically every corner. So it does make it a bit easier because you're not on the edge with only a thin exit curb keeping you away from the dirt. You have a lot more space to work with, especially it's much more noticeable in the corkscrew right at the apex, the right hand bit. There's asphalt there, so you're not kicking up whole tons of kitty litter onto the track if you make one mistake through the corkscrew. So it does help. It does kind of ruin a lot of the character though, because that is one of the things that made this track so difficult, is the lack of runoff. And like one of the leagues I was in, we would do this off-season series that we called Thunderdome, which was taking the Pro 2 light trucks, and the only rule was don't get a black flag. So you could cut any corner you wanted. You just had to make sure the slowdown was served before it ended and it gave you a black flag. So it was a lot of fun cutting through like the hairpin and the corkscrew, kicking up all the dust and the gravel. Unfortunately, it's kind of taken away the fun, as you see a big moment right there for, I believe that, is that now? No, Barber. That's Barb's.
Barber, yeah. Am I losing my mind, or Jason Depp racing in the GR86s? I haven't noticed him here all season. Is that right, or am I just losing my brain?
I don't remember him being here last week, but he was here week 1, so you get a pass on that since you were here.
Yeah. Well, there you go, because I was thinking to myself, and my brain just left the building, and something's going on here. But a couple of purples coming through. Depp got one. Daniel Burns got through there as well. So we're seeing some pace again this series and last night as well. We're seeing some new drivers come in here and a bit of a mix-up in the hierarchy. And it looks like it's going to be a series where we're not going to see the same winner every single round, because some guys are faster than other guys on different type of circuits, and it's looking pretty impressive at the moment. So Gas is up there at the top point. We saw he had pace last week. Dougie Gowans, we see him there and about. Dylan DeBono, we know he's fast. Lavery's up there. He wasn't doing so well last round. Short Doors back up near the top. Daniel Byrne, we've seen him up and around that area. Now Todd Parks, it'd be interesting to see how he goes. Hedgegoey as well. Hedgeco, that's what we worked out last week, didn't we? Who else?
Again, that's why I just call him Peter the Hedgehog.
Yeah. And who else was I looking at as well? There was another one that I was thinking is going to be an absolute weapon out there. I'm sure it'll come to us, but it's interesting to see. Oh, the other one I was going to talk about was Schmellenberg, who's hopped out. He's not out of the seat of the open wheelers. He's in it, but he's also coming through in the V8 supercar and out here. And apparently, as per our interview last night of his teammate, he is having an absolute fun blast. All right.
Yes. Seeing everyone kind of packed up a lot here, which is interesting, and wouldn't think draft would play that much of a factor at a track like this. You'd think you'd be wanting to get some sort of clean air, but clearly everyone is, or most everyone is thinking otherwise.
Look, this back section can be a cracker, because you want to get the pace up the hill as well. So this is the bit you want to be really close coming up this hill, so you can pin it nice and tight. This is that curb we're talking about, the curb of death, that little hot dog on the inside. That's exactly
that's what happens.
Hit. That's exactly what Lavery hit, but he wasn't going at full pace. So that's one of the things we're going to be interested to see. Oh, as he comes off and goes to the left. Oh, that curve there is not a cracking one. That's it again from a different angle. But yeah, I can see we opened up. That's all the new area on the left-hand side that's been opened up. So there's a little bit more leeway there and a little bit more, not so much damaging gravel straight away like normally it had. But we're not too far. We're 8 minutes into it. We've got, at the moment, in the top spot, we've got Brandon Sagassa, who is in the pits at the moment. Dylan Bono's popped up into second place. A few boys you can see on the bottom screen are hitting their green sectors. As we expect, we get to that 10-minute mark, and some of the boys are finding it a bit tough to find more pace. They might have hit their peak, but then you got some of these boys that are in the top 10 that will continue refining and catching up those little times and getting faster and faster.
Yeah, you see, Sagasser, he's really start to show himself as a contender for this championship. 2 wins already and holding on to provisional pole right now.
Yeah, he is. He is. It's, whoa. Carter Dines up in second place. That is most impressive as well. We haven't seen him do that for a while up that pointy end.
Yeah, right now this track really seems to suit him. Was also fast in practice as well.
Yep. That exit in the pits as well is going to be one during the race we need to watch too, because you can quite easily come out right in the middle of traffic, and it's not a slow part of the track either. The boys have picked up a lot of pace in that massive wide hairpin, go out wide and hang it in there, and they're trying to flick that car in right across that line and into the right-hand side for the next curb. So that's going to be interesting to see as well if we can have any incidents coming through there. Hedgehog?
Yeah. Yeah, thankfully the pavement added helps make pit road exit a lot easier, because like the biggest thing that you had to worry about on pit exit was one, going through the crest right as you're leaving before you start to dip down into turn 1, because there's a bump that was there that was really gnarly and may or may not have personally wronged me in a prior race. And then you go right down into a really tight hairpin on the inside of the turn 1 hairpin that was really easy to overshoot if you weren't paying attention, and then you get on the gravel and then typically just slide right out to the race line. That shouldn't be as much of an issue thanks to them paving over that gravel, but it still might be some sort of issue, and I'm wondering if it could potentially give an unsafe pit exit if you do cross that line into the new paved part of it. I don't know for sure, so that's something to watch out for.
One thing that I have noticed is really standing out is that damn mission sign. That stands out a lot more in different camera angles straight away. Is that like a Taco Bill?
So, Mission Foods is a major manufacturer of a lot of Mexican style food that you buy at the grocery store. So they make tortillas, taco shells, tortilla chips, to name a few. All of it is really good, and they have really stepped up their involvement in motorsports over the last 5 years. They heavily sponsor Pato Award in IndyCar. They're the title sponsor for NHRA drag racing. So yeah, they have been really into motorsports over the last few years.
Picking on the minority, or not minority, the majority of people that are lounge motorsport fans that just sit there and they smack down on that sort of food and get it everywhere while they're hitting down a gallon of Coke at the same time.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Dougie Gower's purple and a green. Has he popped up a little bit higher? He's got Dines down a couple of spots. We've got 4 minutes left, peeps. And that corkscrew is looking very impressive. the way these cars are flying down there is sensational. I still haven't worked out how to do the SDK, how to just pick one corner just yet. So that will be at some point when I bother to read the manual, maybe, or get someone to show me. Mark Snow, Xenos, all greens as well. Is he going to pop up a few little levels? See, that's the camera angle you don't want coming up that. Coming down a straight, even that hill, that mission sign just blocks up half the screen.
Yeah, there's a lot of signage, as you can see. It's kind of part of the character of the track, too, honestly, as weird as that is.
So the Carling boys are doing their usual. They follow each other around. You can see them on the bottom screen. Very smart teammates, these boys. They take advantage of, not advantage, but they work together as a team, and they're smart about it, you know, getting behind each other, giving each other a tow. They're very close on pace as well. So they know how to work together to get the most out of their car and their setups. So it's very, very interesting. 4-0 Todd Parks is called in impeding. So yeah, that was. So Gallo's got himself a purple in the last sector. How much is he going to pop up there? Oh, where's he gone completely? I can't even see him now.
That is an excellent question.
Yeah. It's like he left the survey, got the purple, and he was gone.
He got purple and then said, I'm a head out.
Yeah, I'm done. Let's leave this on a high note. Oh, there he is in 8th place. Yeah, 8th place. So he did move up a spot. He's sitting there just in front of... Looks like he's got his teammate in front of him at the moment, and they're getting toes. They're loving the Black Fang. It's makes me think of Cobra Kai straight away. We're down to the last minute, folks. At the moment, a lap is 1.3. So anyone who's crossing the start-finish line now should be able to get there through, because the hammer will chop, like we always say, at the 15-minute mark. Once it's completed, you do not get to complete your final run, unlike when we are in a enduro or full 60-minute race. So we'll see how that goes. What about the tyre model? Do the tyres take time to warm up, or are they road tyres? Do they go off anything? They don't really go off, but they do take a little bit of time to get some heat into them. Once you get some heat into them, they 1 or 2 laps in, they will stay hot, and you will be able to pretty much go to the end of the race.
Dylan DeBono, pit lane start for impeding Parks. Oh,
he's
ouch.
Man, yeah.
Oof, size big.
Yeah. Yep. So, the tyres won't go off. I'm just referring to the people in the chat. But in our series, we have the cars pumped up to 110%. So they've got a little bit more fang in them. And it's changed the driving style a little bit as well compared to what we've had the last few seasons. And the boys are loving it. They get to throw the car around a little bit more. And, it seems to... Everyone seems to be settled right into it, haven't they, mate?
They really have. It hardly caused any issues at this point. It's
just more feisty, just better racing, tighter racing, more fun. Yep, that's it. Qualifying is done, ladies and gents. It is done, and we have them going like this. We got Braden Sagassa in the top spot. He is the pole sitter for tonight's race and done a cracking bit of work out there. Remember, no reversing of the grids. So it's going to be where they finish is where they start. Braden Sagassa front row with Daniel Byrne brings it home for the Carling Sports team in 2nd place. So that's the front row as you see them start. That's going to be a killer start off the line. Dan Ackland and Dougie Gowans are in the 2nd row. Carter Dines from Dine Tune and Dylan DeBono from Sim Labs is in the third row. Oh no, he's got a pit lane start for impeding of Mr. Parks by the look of it. In the fourth row, we've got Sean Doyle and Davey Gallo, SLM Academy versus Carling Motorsports. In the fifth row, we've got Kyle Ravery from Team SRW Motorsports beside Phil Humbly from the North Wind Motorsports team. Then we have in the sixth row, Todd Parks from Black Fang beside Peter Hedgeco, privateer. Actually, no, we worked out he's a Northwind driver. Then we've got Greg Barber, OPR Gamma Flair beside Thomas Sonny Cena in row 7. Row 8, Sam Casino's team SRW beside Russell Gander from Northwind. In the ninth row, we've got Jason Wilkinson from Northwind beside Jason Depp from SLM Academy. Interesting to see how Jason goes tonight. In the 10th row, Callum Hodgkinson from One Performance Racing Gamma Flare Sim Racing team beside Mason Martin from PER. Then in the 11th row, Ash Glover from Rogue Racing beside Cameron Edwards from Webb Racing. In the 12th row, Rubens Martin from Get a Grip beside Wayne Edrams from Webb Sim Racing. In the 13th row, we've got Elliot D from Team Pear Shape beside Lachlan Browning from Northwind. Then we have in the 14th row, Schmellenberg from JWM beside Hardwick from the Academy. In the 15th row, Mark Snow from SLM Academy beside Sammy McCall from SMR. I believe there's a couple more to go. There are got Greggy Johnson from Team Greg Racing beside Brad Dines from Dines Tunes. They're in the 16th row. And then we've still got Stevie Marion, who is, I think, starting from the pit lane in the final row himself. Downstairs, pushing the buttons, Mr. Joshua Horton, race director, and Mr. Matty Keane. So the boys downstairs are going to have a lot of fun. We are not far from it, ladies and gents. Let me get a better angle from the second camera. The second camera is going to be down with Russell Gander from Northwind. And we are going to get ready for round 3, heat 1 tonight of the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. Get ready, ladies and gents. Have a look at that field all the way down to the pit line, to the final curve, I should say. Pit entrance is around the corner. Getting ready for some epic battles. Lots of bird poo around there, mate, so it's definitely on the coastline. Alrighty. We are green, ladies and gentlemen. Round 3, heat 1 is on the go. Everyone's got a fantastic start. So Gasser got off beautifully. Ackland then followed by Daniel Byrne, Dines, Gowan, Dorlan, Lavery, Gallo, Humbly and Parks. That's your top 10 as they come through. And
oh
Byrne has to cut the nose across. What a way to go there. 2 wide and 3 wide. Have a look at these boys going around that first corner. What a classic way to go. Fantastic work there. We've got Gallo still going side by side there. 2 wide there with Lavery and Parks by the look of it. And the boys are starting to settle through. We've got Gallo 2 wide with Sean Doyle on the bottom screen. These boys are going hard, man. They are really pushing these cars all the way and getting a great run through. It's going to be interesting to see. They've got a few more to settle through the back markers into a single file, but the boys are coming up the hill already. And have a look, a couple of them having a bit of a peep to see where they go. This is spectacular. Sagassa up there, Ackland, Daniel Byrne, Dines, and Gowans in the top 5. So critical work out there. No one has lost any major spots. Daniel Byrne 1 spot and Dougie Gowans 1 spot. A couple of the back boys have come through. Rubens Martin up 4 places and Stevie Marion up 5. But here we come. We're coming to the final few corners of the first lap. A beautiful part of the track as we're on board with... Oh, a little bit loose there. Is that Dan Ackland coming through on the left? It is. Ackland got a little bit loose coming through there. Daniel Byrne right on the back of him. He's got a fantastic exit. Looks like Byrne is going to be able to make a move on here. Oh, Ackland is trying to close the door. He's got to leave. He's got to leave some cars room there. He can't just shut the door and expect Daniel to slow down on a straight where they're going 2 wide. Bit of work there. He might get a bit of over-under here. Byrne's coming in tight. Ackland's going out wide. Here comes Byrne again. He's got the outside run on him, the faster line. Ackland closes the door again. He's got to be careful he doesn't cut the nose off and get himself a penalty. But here comes Byrne. He's got the pace on him. Byrne needs to get in there. He's got it hard and dry on the inside line. Beautiful slingshot through, but here comes Dines. Dines coming through. beside Ackland as well. And you got straight away 3 wide coming through there.
Oh, no! Oh, there it is!
Not sure who that was, but that was probably
Dines.
best idea. I think that was Gowans that did that there. He put himself in... mate, I think he gained a bit of position going off track a little bit there. Is he gone off track there or he hasn't? I'm not sure. I'll leave that downstairs, but either way, as the passing car, I think that's going to be on Gowans as the passing car. He needs to make a clean pass. And the car in front of him, well, you know what? I'm just going to shut up and leave it downstairs and let them work it out because there's a bit of both ways going there. Dines did cross across to the right, but also Dougie, I'm not sure how far Dougie went off the line. 2 cars stuck together here at the top of the hill. Who is that? That is Brad Dines stuck with another SLM car. Oh, my God, with Mark Snow. Here we go. Bit of 3 wide, 2 wide action. Under brakes. Just missed his brake point there. Definitely Dines has missed his brake point there. I'd say his tyres are still dirty from coming off track and coming back on track. So we'll see how that comes out with the boys downstairs. Mate, I'm already ready to pop a vessel. That is some really hard 2x2 racing through there.
Yeah, they've gone 2x2 a lot more than I would have expected, especially up through the corkscrew. The Scanders called something in.
Yep, he did, yeah. Lap 3. Does the slipstream make a difference in these cars? There is a bit. You can get a couple of tenths down a main straight if you can get right up there. You need to be about a couple of tenths behind to really take it like 5 to 6, 7 tenths, under a second at least, but it does make a bit of a difference. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Braden's just running away already, almost 2 seconds. Oh no! Clover's around!
Again. Clover's around. I'm not sure if he got help. Did he get help through that?
He got help. I don't know who was responsible, but there was definitely a second party involved.
Second party. It wasn't much of a party, but he's actually gone off on his own and come back across.
Yeah.
Oh, but look at that. J-hook almost. Lovely work. Aiden CC15. No, we don't have our RC locked in the basement. The reason I always say downstairs is because in our order of our broadcast.
Oh, we got a big.
They're down the bottom.
Big incident in the final quarter.
Yep.
Oh, look at the package. This is going to be wild down into turn 1.
Yeah. That was, I heard, look at these go 2, 3 wide. Different angles, different braking points. These boys are going 3 wide through here. They're coming through.
My God.
They've got to keep their eyes open. Oh, he's come back across. He's nearly taken out Greggy Johnson.
Oh, my God.
Look at this ahead. 3 wide coming through there. They're still fighting for it. Dines is there beside Wayne Edwards and Thomas Sunny Slater.
Wild.
That was very, very tight. These boys are going to be a bit smarter. It's a 20-minute race, but it doesn't mean you've got to ruin your race because they need to remember there's no reverse grid, so you need to keep it clean and keep it at the pointy end so you can get those points. Oh
no. Oh, what a bump!
He's just come out of nowhere and said that and licked the stamp. Oh, I think he might be driving angry here, Dines. Yeah, that was a bit loosey-goosey through that corner, mate. He's just thrown it in there and hoped for the best, I think. He was lucky that the other car was lent on enough to slow him down through there. Look at this go through. Oh, sideways coming through there. Great bit of work. Who is that?
So Brad Dines penalty from the contact with Mark Snow.
Was that with Mark Snow? Was that the one with Dougie?
No, that was Carter that had the contact with Doug.
Oh, okay. Here we go. We've got Jason Depp with Callum Hodgkinson. Hodgkinson, experienced driver in this series. Jason Depp still starting to settle in here, and he's got some great mentors to drive with. He's got some very fast boys in this SLM Academy team where they can compare notes and help him settle into a car very quickly. You got Daniel Byrne leading it out at the moment in second place, but oh my lordy, excuse me, where the hell is Braden Sagassa? He is gone, mate. He's gone. He's in another postcode right now. Or as you would call it in America, another zip code.
He sure is. It's a huge gap to have this early into a race. He is just absolutely putting it on him.
Yeah, he's not battling. He doesn't have to battle. He's just clean. This is the big difference in these cars. When you're battling, you're so much slower. When you're in clean air and not worrying about anyone behind you, you can just go for it and fang it. Daniel Byrne, pressure from Gowans at the moment. Big time. I'm not liking this livery from Gowans. It's just too much going on for me. He's usually got a nice subtle one. That one looks like a battery that's gone wrong.
Yeah, if there's when you think of Doug Gowans, too much going on is not one of the first things that comes to mind.
Yeah, it's like he's turned into a motocross rider. Next, he'll be supporting mother soft drinks.
You mean Monster?
Yeah, that one too. That's what I refer to my mum as, a monster. Sorry,
Doug Gowans Freestyle BMX releasing this fall.
Yeah. Get your own bucket hat. But ladies and gents, we'll just review where we're sitting at the moment. So you can see Sagasa is out the top with Byrne and Gowans 1, 2, and 3 in the Pro-Ams. We've got Parks and Humbly sitting in 9th and 10th, so crack a bit of work. If Cobes can just extend that ladder a bit for me, we'll be able to see where the biggest AM mover is at the moment. Whoa, all the way down the Pro. It looks like the AMs are sitting down the basement tonight, mate. 20 and onwards. Elliot D is from the Pro-Ams, and there it is. Miss McCall is the lead AM tonight. Greggy Johnson in second, so great bit of work there.
Here we go. Battle for P2, and Doug's going to get it. Now Byrne's got to worry about Ackland.
Yep, Doug sent it through there, mate. He did a cracker. He held some amazing pace through there. I'm just going to have a look at that if I can get that pass on the bottom screen of Gowans and see how he went. Here he is through. You can see he's gone straight across there. He hasn't taken the curb at all. So he's gone straight and he has just launched it. He's got the inside line and Burns had to give way and tuck in underneath him. So great bit of work there by Gowans.
Yeah,
and
Byrne
taking full liberty of the new asphalt too.
Yeah, Byrne had to let him go. Going 2x2 through the corkscrew, that is guaranteed doom death.
Yeah.
And well,
I'm proud of me, man. I found the replay of the pass. What the hell's going on here? We're starting to look professional. Maybe that's a strong word. Have a look at these boys going.
Kobe is very proud of you. He's probably thinking it's about time.
Push them buttons. Put them buttons. Your commentaries are classic and make me chuckle. Well, Donna, we do our best to make it a fun night and a laugh of a night as well. We don't take ourselves too seriously, but when the racing is hot, we get hot as well. But we do try to take the piss. Jace Wilkinson.
That's weird.
He's caught it in time, but he's only lost one place, so it's not a bad thing out there.
Look at this on the bottom screen.
Look at this corkscrew. Oh, a little bit of a touch through there. Oh, my lordy, that was very, very close. That was Todd Park coming through. Here comes Gowans. Gowans is putting the hunt down on Sagasa. He's pulling away a little bit from Daniel Byrne. Not a hell of a lot, but enough of a gap to get a little bit of the heat off him. But here comes Doyle. Donna, you'll be happy with this one. Doyle is coming on. He's putting the pressure on Daniel Byrne. He's having a look at him. He's coming down the hill. Is he going to be able to get in underneath him? He's not close enough, I don't think. Daniel Byrne is a very skilled driver in these cars, and he's got right up the back of Dougie Gowans. Oh, just avoiding the contact. Ackland nearly had contact there as well. Oh, I tell you what, very, very close. And now Lavery's in there as well with the back of Gallo. Gallo and himself are very, very close across there. If you're out there and you're watching, please let us know if there's someone you want to see, someone you want to support, a team or a driver. Let us know and we will put them on camera for you because we have the advantage of having two going all night long. Lachlan Browning is having a go here as well on the side of Cameron Hardwick and Ash Glover behind him. Have a look at this bottom battle too. Oh, that's one thing we didn't do. I didn't turn my names on. Apologise, viewers. This corkscrew, man, it's just straightened it out a bit, hasn't it? And the pace they're taking through it is unbelievable. Are these guys
really is?
We've got some POMs, and we don't have any. Yeah, most of it's Australian tonight. We do have a couple of expats coming through.
Whoa, Sean going a little wide there. Yeah, how about Parks? Is this his first race tonight?
No, I've seen him before. I have seen him before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have. I think he was with us last week. But yeah, a driver that's coming under the radar, I guess, because he's coming through, and he's racing for Synergy Sim Racing. So looking good out there too, showing some good pace. The system's not really giving me who's got the fastest lap. Can you see it at the moment at your end? It's hiding from me. The Sagassa has got himself a well lead there. You can just see him up the hill, coming up the hill. He's coming up to that famous hot dog curb right now. Ba-boom, coming through there. But Gowans, Byrne, Doyle, Ackland, Gallo, Lavery, all very, very close through here. Too wide. Here comes Parks again. Parks is having a bit of fun with Thomas Sunny Cena, but also Phil Humbley's joined this pack at the bottom screen as well. So these guys are having a great little stoush on the bottom screen, getting some easy battling going on. Clean battling, I should say. That was the word I was looking for.
Yeah, see Doug's starting to give himself a little bit of breathing room here. He's finally starting to give himself a gap for Byrne, and now Dan's fully looking in that mirror, watching that gold SLM car.
McCall could be a Kiwi, but he hasn't. He's got the Australian flag on his thing, so maybe he doesn't know the difference. Cena is a POM. Thomas Sunny Cena. Well, he lives in Australia. Oh, nice bit of work there. Looking too wide there. Daniel Byrne and Mr. Doyle coming through there. Doyle's tucked back in underneath him, putting a lot of pressure on the back of Gowans now. These boys have not stopped. We're in the last 5 minutes, ladies and gents. And at the moment, Sagassa is running away with this. It's going to be interesting to see how the start goes to the next one, because it's going to be 40 minutes. There's going to be some strategy in the pits, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the pit strategy looks for race 2. Wondering how much fuel these cars are actually burning tonight.
We'll find out all later on. We'll ask some of these boys some of these questions. We've got 53 viewers out there tonight. Please, please. Oh, it's bogged it down coming through there. Whoa! Oh my God! It's gone so far right, not hit anyone. Oh my goodness! Oh, that was so close. Who was that? Was that Wilkinson?
I
think I
don't know.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Who was that? That was so close. My lordy. Oh, that was. I don't know how. We might get a chance to look at it later, but that was crazy close.
I think that was Marion. Yeah, Steve Marion.
Steve Marion, here we go. Have a look at this. He's trying to give way to the guys passing him. He's got a blue flag. So he's done the right thing trying to get out of the way. And he wanted to go to the pits. Oh, no!
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh. He did the right thing and get out of the way, and now he's facing the wrong way. Oh, no. Poor bugger. That car is toast. Steve Marion. Unfortunate incident there, my friend. But yeah, that is unfortunately the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. I've been put in that sort of position as a slow driver. Oh, no. Oh, that is a shame. Who did he hit? One of the Northwind boys. Yeah. No malice in there. I think that was just one of those things. Someone said Big Boss Cena is an Italian POM. As one of the boys' depth goes around as he fangs it through that corner and just keeps it out of the dirt. See, these cars can actually do burnouts now with the power we've put in them. They never used to be able to do it before. We're at the last 2 minutes of the race now. So Sagasa is still leading them out there. He's out the pointy end. He's just going across the start-finish line. There's no white flags at this point. Barney is sitting in there. I just saw him in the booth. So there'll be one more to go, I'd say. Then we'll see a white flag come through. But the fight for third and second is still hot. Daniel Byrne and Dougie Gowan's going for it. Doyle's in there as well. Ackland and Gallo, and then Lavery. That battle pack is still following each other. Let's have a quick look. Parks, is he still... He's got Sam Kutakazinos behind him. So there's still a battle going on there. Kutakazinos and him. Why's my camera... No, there it is. On the top screen. He has got some of Sonny Cena in front of him. Kutakazinos is a few rows back. Hope everyone's enjoying out the action on track tonight because it's been amazing so far. The battles have been very close and tight. Oh, Rubens is having a look on the inside. He's got it done around Wilkinson. Oh, no, sorry, Wilkinson around Rubens there. Beautiful bit of work there. Great racing, these boys. Cameron Edwards and Cam Hardwick on the bottom screen going for it as well, fanging it through. We are down to the last minute. Let's get these boys coming through. There's Sagasa. This will be him coming through. I'm imagining when this will be the white flag coming out. Will Barney be in there, or will he be sitting there having a meat pie? There he is. He's waving that flag. Well done. There we go. He has got himself a great lead. Half the length of the main straight there by Sagasa in his, what is it? 1 mint? Is that what it says on the side of the car?
1-9.
Oh, that's 1-9. Of course it is. That's his team name. It's all right, Steve. We'll catch up one day. These battles, they're going crazy at the moment. We've got Davey Gallo chasing down Lavery now as well, coming through there. But at the moment, we've got this young lad, Mr. Sagasa, who's done a spectacular job. And look at the lead he's got. The rest of the boys have been sitting out there in this dirt, fighting it out like crazy, and he has just been setting 3-5-1. Oh, that's Steve Marion. 20-point penalty for that incident, unfortunately for him. But here we go. Mr. Sagas is coming around. He's going to come down the corkscrew, ladies and gents. Heat 1, round 3 of the Warren & Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. Sagasa comes down the corkscrew. He's getting ready to come across that line. We're going to see himself, Gowans and Byrne take 1, 2, and 3, or will Doyle beat Byrne to the line? But ladies and gents, we've got a couple of corners left as he comes through the final bit, passes the pit entrance, I should say, and coming around the final corner, race 1, round 3, ladies and gentlemen, 9-1's driver Braden Sagasa brings it home in the top spot, bringing it home, taking the first heat of the night. Second place, coming through the back there, you can see Dougie Gowans coming through in second place, and Daniel Byrne brings it home in third. Behind him, here comes Shane Doyle and Ackland coming through. Lavery, Gallo, Barber, Cedar, the top of the Pro-Ams. Comes through Parks. Parks does a cracking job to get himself some critical points, and it looks like out of the AMs, it's going to be, I believe it's McCall. He hasn't crossed the line just yet, but he's coming through. He's Greggy Johnson coming through in his beautiful blue beast. And Johnson looks like he's going to take it. He's going to come across the line. He's got 2 steps again of McCall. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Greggy Johnson brings it home for another win. This could be his first championship on the run as he takes the AM spot tonight in Heat 1. I tell you what, boys, this has been an absolute pearler of a race and a lot of fun to commentate. I tell you what, it's I can't wait for the 40 minutes now and see how it heads, because there's going to be a little bit more strategy, a little bit more calmer heads in the first few corners. But considering it was a 20-minute sprint, it wasn't that bad at all. In the pros tonight, ladies and gents, Braden Sagasa takes it home. The top spot for Heat 1. Coming in second place, Douglas Gowans. After that incident he had with Carter Dines, he managed to recover and get himself a great spot there in second place. Daniel Byrne brings it home in third. Sean Doyle Dino will be quite happy out there with that one in 4th place. Then we've got Ackland, Lavery, Gallo, Barber, Cena, and Kutakazinos. Ooh, we've got two Team SRW drivers in the top 10, mate. Pro-Am, we've got Todd Parks bringing it home. I'm not sure if we've interviewed Todd Parks. He said, you come into the series, so great bit of work. Peter Hedgecoe as well has done a spectacular job bringing it home in 2nd, followed by Phil Humbly, Ruben Martins, Jason Wilkinson, Elliot D, Schmellenberg, Hardwick, Browning, and Edwards. And in the AMs, we've got Greggy Johnson bringing it home for the 2nd week running and taking the first heat. Sammy McCall 2nd, Mark Snow 3rd, Brad Dines 4th, and Steve Martin in 5th. Way to go. What a race that is, mate. Had too much damage to stay in front of Greg. There you go, Sammy. Unfortunate, mate. But that's racing, isn't it? Mr. Watson, give the people a bit of a quick spruce on what's going on here in front of us as this car. Why is this car crashing into the back of the Renault car?
Well, you know, here at Team Watson Racing Setups, if anyone needs a helping hand, if they're stuck and need just the slightest little push, we're always there to help give you that shove forward, no matter what.
Is that your idea of the towing vehicle?
Sure, it works great enough.
Work, mate. Love your work. So what's your boys do the setups for? And they specialize in those things, and the cross and the Indy. Yeah.
Yes, well, unfortunately, that particular open wheeler doesn't have an open setup series anymore. Thank you, iRacing. We'll change the subject before you get me ranting for another hour about that. But, yep, we do stock car setups, rallycross, have some awesome dirt setups on the website courtesy of White Knuckle Speed Shop. And we're working every day trying to get the road course program more up to snuff and fleshed out. So yeah, use code WATSPIN39 for 10% off at checkout.
Excellent, mate. Excellent work. Well, we have got an amazing race coming up, mate. 40 minutes of round 3 feature race for the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. So it's going to be a spectacular run. This track is so far, I've been quite impressed. Only one car on track at the moment going out there a bit of fine tuning, and it's Kyle Lavery. Maybe some last minute practice. Because he's been quite quiet, Kyle, of late. I haven't seen him floating around as much as he used to. But if you're out there and watching and getting ready for this battle of 40 minutes of racing, please like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons, and also support the people that support us. So,
Steve,
what?
I think we have another invert.
We've got an invert. We're not supposed to have an invert.
Looks like a top 5 invert.
Okay, that's Mr. Yeah, that's all right. We'll wear that. We'll wear that. I did say to put a kibosh on him, but all right, top 5 invert. I can wear that. That was Mr. Hardwick not following the owner's orders, but that's all good, mate. As long as the racing is crazy and hot and fast.
Justice for the inverts.
Yes, justice for the inverts. But what I was going to say is, we do mention our sponsors all the time, but you know what? When the drivers are in here and at the end of the race and they mention their sponsors, support these people as well, not just the sponsors that we have, because it's about the drivers getting out there. They get their subscriptions done, they get their setups paid for and stuff like that by some of these sponsors, and they're real world sponsors, just like Real World Racing. It helps these teams get out there and not just race in SRW, but other series as well. So it helps them develop their cars, pay for their paints. So look out for that. And also a big thank you to our sponsors too. So, Grim Industries, Phoenix Driver Development, Shunt Sceneries, Shannon's Insurance, and the legends that are Warren Brown Tools. But that's enough of me flapping my gums. What's the prediction for the next race, mate?
I don't know. It's hard to say if we'll get a safety car or not. There's obviously a lot of places on this track that could cause a safety car. Definitely through the corkscrew if something happens on the front straight, but there's a lot of open areas and runoffs, so we could be running this one straight up.
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. It's safety car is highly unlikely because just way too much runoff in this damn thing. That's the only thing about this. You know what would be interesting? Laguna Seca with walls all the way around it. That would be in this sort of like with all the different undulations and the different height drops and that. Have a look at that. It's like 2-story drop here, if not more, and it keeps dropping and then it goes back up again. Can you imagine if that was all walls? That would be like an amazing Monaco with some passing positions.
Steve, are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I am, but I'm just thinking of what I would do sometimes to make things a bit different for iRacing. Anyway, we have a reverse top 5 by the look of it. So you will see that it has changed a touch. Kyle Lavery has the front row with Team SAW Motorsports beside the Black Fang Racing team with Dan Ackland. So in the second row, we've got Sean Doyle from SLM Academy beside Daniel Byrne from the Carling Motorsports team. In the third row, we've got Dougie Gowans from SLM Motorsports beside Braden Sagassa. There was a pit lane start there, mate. We'll talk about that in a minute. And in the fourth row, Davey Gallo from Carling's Motorsports beside Greggy Barber from OPR Gamma Flare. Thomas Sonny Cena, SLM Academy, and Todd Parks from Black Fang in row 5. As we go through, we've got a few rows to get through. Sammy Kudakazinos, Team SAW beside Mason Martin in the 6th row. In the 7th row, we've got One Performance, OPR, Callum Hodgkinson beside Peter Hedgeco, Privateer. In the 8th row, Phil Humbly from Northwind is beside Rubens Martin from Get a Grip. In the 8th row, we've got 9th row, we've got Jason Wilkins from Northwind beside Dylan DeBono from Sim Labs. In the 10th row, Elliot D from Team Pear Shape Racing beside Ash Glover from Rogue Racing. A few more to go, ladies. And Jez Schmellenberg is beside from JWM and Cameron Edwards from Web Sim Racing are in the 11th row. 12th row, Hardwick from the Academy with Browning from the Northwind Motorsports team. In the 13th row, Wayne Edwards from Web Racing beside Greggy Johnson from Team Greg Racing. In the 14th row, Jason Depp from SLM Academy beside Sammy McCall from SMR. And the final row, we have got Mark Snow from the SLM Academy beside Brad Dines from Dine Racing in 15th. And then we have, we've got a couple more, mate. We have got in the 16th row, Russell Gander from Northwind beside Carter Dines from Dine Tune. And the last place on the grid is Steve Marion, who we said saw that unfortunate little incident as he was trying to enter the pit. I think he got himself a bit of a penalty point, but there is also someone starting from pit lane, if I heard that right, mate. Is that correct?
Yeah, Carter Dines for a towing without permission.
Oh, okay. So we are not far off. We're about 20 seconds away, ladies and gentlemen. This is the feature race tonight for the Warren & Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals Round 3 at the WeatherTech Laguna Seca Raceway. This is going to be an absolute pearler. 40 minutes of hard racing and a pit strategy in there as well. We're going to expect them around the 25-minute mark, somewhere there. If there's a safety car, it might disappear altogether. And we are very fortunate to see some fuel strategies as well coming through here. The engines are revving. We are just about to go green. The camera is on the back with Jason Depp in the second one. Have a look at these lads. They're about to see a puff of smoke. 110% of the Toyota GR86 and these hot tyres getting ready to go. The lights are going. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we are go. Puff of smoke. Oh, a little bit of sideways action there from Doyle. Oh, he's lost a bit of rear end grip on that side of the track, but the boys coming through already. We can see a couple coming in 2 wide and 3 wide into it. We've got Daniel Byrne and Doyle coming through. Doyle's got the rear end covered. Sam, looks like there is Gowans with Lavery coming through there, and also we can see Gallo coming through, Greg Barber and Thomas Sonny Cena very quickly. Oh, Dines is in the dirt on the back there. Nearly came back on track and nearly got a bit of an incident going on. A bit too wide there with Webb. Looks like Jason Depp has got a bit of cover on the inside line as well. These boys are setting it straight up. Oh, what's going on there?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Hardware issue.
Doyle.
Doyle's had hardware issues. He did say that last week he was having hardware issues and having issues with his pedals as well. So it looks like he might have had, oh no, Jace, oh, look at that. Then Lachlan Browning has gone off, I think, with one of the other boys like Mark Snow, tangled up together. Here we got Dines, and he's tried to change lanes there, Dines, and he had Greggy Barber there. I don't think he realised he was there. Dines might be racing on a single screen, mate, because his awareness of the cars around him tonight looks a lot different to normal.
Yeah, it looks like Sean Doyle just left the session and came back. So yeah, I'd say you're pretty spot on the hardware failure or issue at any rate.
In Discord tonight, he was talking about it. Oh, Northwind Boy on Northwind Boy just through there as well. They've got to be careful. Elliot D, he's got Glover on the inside run. That looks like that is Greggy Barber on screen, I think. And he has got Phil Humbly coming behind him. So a little bit of walk. He is shouting and raging. Oh, Donna, he's at the. She can hear him, and he's there. Oh, a little bit of a backup there. Constantina effect there. The Northwind boys are trying to avoid each other. Elliot D's nearly gone to the back of him, and they've got Wilkinson on the inside of Elliot D. Here comes Schmellenberg on the back of Glover by the look of it. And, oh, he's hit that curb really hard coming through there, Schmellenberg, and he's tucked himself straight in behind Glover and in front of Thomas Sonny Cena by the look of it. No, it was Edwards. Sorry, that he tucked in front of. Oh, I'll tell you what. So I'll be out there. I'm still getting used to some of the new liveries out there, the new drivers. So when you're seeing these things in a flash, it's really hard to see. Northwind and Schmellenberg coming up the hill at the moment. These boys are going to end up in the dirt. I'm telling you right now. They're getting far too close to each other. He's got Wayne Edwards now behind him.
Oh, look at that. Oh, Depp is sending it.
Yep, he's kept. Oh, I tell you what.
Job done.
Well done. That was definitely on the edge coming through there, doing a cracking job. Have a look at this as well.
Ackland's gone wide.
He has gone wide. He's coming back on, and he's come just back on in front of Daniel Burt. No, in front of Gallo by the look of it, and kept it clean, which is good. But tell you what, that's not a good spot to go off. You're losing a lot of momentum coming out of that final corner. So he's going to get mobbed as he comes through there. We're watching Daniel Byrne leading us out, ladies and gents. Dougie Gowan second, Kyle Lavery, then Sagassa. Sagassa's gone up one place. He's got himself around Gallo. But Gallo and Ackland are fighting it big time. And on the back of them, you can see Barber and Cena coming through there. Oh, look at the tussle coming through here. Rubens Martin under pressure at the moment. He has got the Northwind boys behind him and Wilkinson in front of him and Wilkinson behind him. Ackland there on Barber. Having a great look. Is he going to get around? Is he going to try to get underneath him? Not a good spot to make a move, that's for sure. You want to save it up the hill. You want to get out of here nice and clean. A little bit of a shake there from Thomas Sonny Center in the rear end, but here comes Daniel Byrne, under brakes on the corkscrew. We saw what Gowans did in the last race. He took a lot straighter line to make the pass run, but he kept it nice and clean because he's got...
Whoa, look at the moment.
Whoa, Lavery's rear end is sliding. He might have put too much heat into that rear end at the moment. You can look at Sagassa on the back of him straight away, taking the momentum that Lavery's lost. And Sagassa is putting the pressure on. He's got a little bit of overlap, but not enough. And here comes Gallo. Gallo's got a fantastic exit out of here. Is he going to be able to get alongside him? It looks like he has got the momentum. Sagassa, he's got to make sure he leaves the car in a bit space. But here comes Gallo. Gallo's got the inside line coming down the hill. Under brakes, Sagassa broke a little bit earlier there. He realised he had that not done. Here comes Barber and Ackland behind them as well. Those two are fighting for it on the bottom screen there. You can see them touching 2 by 2. Barber has just got a little bit of contact coming through there. I'm not sure if you can hear that penalty come through, my friend. Who was that for?
Mark Snow, 5-second penalty for lap 1 incident. That I'm not entirely sure we saw.
No, I don't think we did see it, but look at the pressure that Gowans is putting on here at the moment. Oh, tell you what, Sagassa is making his move. He's got it around Gallo. Got a great move there around Gallo, but it's not over. Here we got Daniel Byrne coming through.
Oh, I think we got a battle for the lead.
We have, because I can't see. No, Gowan's got the pass done.
Oh, and Ackland's gone off again. Look at that.
No, he's having a bit of a struggle there too. He's missed his brake marker, Ackland, I think. We'll have a look at the pass on Gowans from the bottom. This corner. He's battling a few people. He's just held that tail. Look at that on the bottom screen, and it banged it back out. Let's see if I can find the pass here from Gowans. Here it is, the pass from Gowans. Hopefully we'll get it from a different angle coming through while we focus the rest of the way through. Long
side by side through the Death King.
Oh, little bit of contact coming through there. Oh, it's going to be interesting to see that. We'll see if I can get that to replay again, because that might not go down that well. That's for sure. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Don't have the whole picture, but what we could see, that might be a ruling. Although I couldn't tell if Byrne had called that in or not.
Yeah, I think I was screaming too much like a girl at that time. Here it is here. Let's see if I get a better angle.
Yeah.
Was there contact there or not?
There had to have been contact.
Yeah.
There's no way the rear of the car is going to jump out like that unless it gets helped around. Something happened, either neck code or what, but that was...
Here it is from Gowans. Yep, contact just as they came through there. Oh, and that right around that hot dog. So, yeah, a little bit of contact around that hot dog coming up the hill, ladies and gents.
Issue for Elliot D. He looped it off of that corner.
Yep. I don't know how I found that. Glover hit the dirt on the outside. At the outside. That was lucky Elliot D caught that. It wasn't too bad for Hardwick then. He was lucky through there. Glover off the back. Look at that. Oh, my God. 3 cars from 1 car losing the rear end coming through there, ladies and gents. We're in the first 10 minutes, man. We have not shut up for the whole time. There's just little things like this. It's not bad driving. It's really just boys being caught out with a little bit of dirt. Douglas Gowans won. Well, he just caught himself out, a bit too much pace. Here comes Hardwick just getting control. His teammates coming around him. So could be coming in the pits. Yes, he is coming to fix it.
Yeah.
Dan Ackland at the moment fighting it with Dylan DeBono. DeBono on the outside line coming through there. Ackland. Oh, Ackland's gone through. That's good. It was Mason Martin that went into the dirt just then.
Yeah, Ackland has been sinking like a stone. This race has not gone to plan. That car is not handling good at all.
Not at all. Not at all, as I talk into the mic for a change. I'm going to go in mid-pack here, Hodgkinson, these boys, and let them have some airtime as they're coming through. But we've got the main board at the moment. We've got Ducky Gowans leading it out there. Lavery is 6 tenths behind him, which is about... that was a... He's opened that right up. There was 7 tenths there by Gowans coming through that corner. Sagassa is a couple of tenths behind... 5 tenths behind Lavery. Then we've got Gallo, Barber, Byrne, Parks doing it again, mate. Todd Parks from Synergy Sim Racing up there in the top part as a Pro-Am, doing extremely well and holding his own. So great bit of work there.
Yeah, you could say he has some perfect synergy with this track. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Mic drop. That'll be Todd Parks from Synergy Sim Racing.
It's not a mic drop, more someone taking the mic from me.
Yeah. The boys in the middle are going for it nice and tightly. Oh, Sam McCall and Dines having a look here. It looks like Greggy Johnson. I don't know what happened to Dines then. He was with them. Brad Dines just disappeared from those boys. Oh, he entered the pit lane. What time are we at? We are at 29. We're in 10 minutes in. It's a bit early for a pit.
Oh, that's why he just called something in.
Okay, maybe he got pushed into the pits.
Or got some sort of contact that required him to pit.
Yeah, maybe. Donna is expressing Sean's dismay down the back of the pitch, back of the grid, working his way through after getting his hardware back on track. That's one of those things. It's if it's not the engine blowing up, it is look at this battle coming here out of Johnson and McCall. This is the AMS boys fighting for each other. This is some critical points between these two. But have a look at the moment. Callum Hodgkinson, ladies and gents, on the main screen being swamped there. Who cut his nose off? Is that Mason Martin that just cut his nose off? It was.
It looks like it.
Yeah. He really come across there and blocked it out. These Northwind boys behind them, though, Humbly and Hedgeco, at very, very competitive pace amongst the two of them and doing extremely well. It looks like McCall's gone through the pits.
Yeah.
Drive through?
I don't know, but yeah, the Northwind cars have a lot of pace right there in that battle. But, you know, as formidable as the Northwind cars are, I'm more concerned about the Southwind.
I had a feeling that was coming, my friend. I really did. I'm not sure what that feeling was coming from, but at the moment I'm hearing a lot of hot wind.
Yeah, we've been working with each other for too long.
Yeah.
Would you say that it was the Southwind though that was giving you the inkling?
That's possibly what it might have been. But the Northwind boys are definitely putting some pressure on here, and that good old Hodgkinson is putting definitely some pressure on at the moment. He's driving really well. We've seen him in these longer races do better than he does in the short races, Cameron. He seems to get himself up into the pointy end slowly but surely and doing a great job. He's fighting at the moment with Lachlan Browning. Browning is just... No? Is that wrong, or is that my system telling me the wrong thing?
Oh, they're bumping.
Yep, they are. That's, yep. No, SDK has just done a weird thing. It's telling me Hodgkinson's in third place, and I know he's not. Oh, Hodgkinson nearly loses the rear end coming through there. Keeps it just in check. But now he's got the Northwind boys coming past him. This is going to be a bit of avatar. So there's going to be a little bit of wind, a bit of earth, a bit of fire as he goes over that curb. Oh, Hodgkinson loses the rear end in the dirt, which was going to be my final element. So quite nicely done there by Hodgkinson. For those of you who are familiar with the avatars. But Gowans is under pressure, mate.
That he is.
Coming down the corkscrew on the bottom screen at the moment, and Lavery is caught right up to him now, but so is Sagasa. Sagasa's having a look. It's interesting to see the different lines of people coming out of the corkscrew. Some are holding a tight line to the right, some are trying to go to the left. So some of them open up the corner and then come back in. Some are going a little bit more central coming through there. But Hodgkinson is putting the pressure on at the moment, big time. Mason Martin is feeling this. Mason Martin's only a young fella. I believe he's only around 14 years old. So he's and
Hedgeco bringing it in.
Oh,
10-point penalty.
McCall's got a 10-point penalty.
Yeah.
Oh, Martin's closed that door a bit. Oh, he's got to be careful with that action there. That was probably not the best thing to do. What he's done there, I'll tell you what he's done there, and I wouldn't be surprised if Callum would have called that in, he would have got a warning then, because he moved in defence. So his reaction was to move to cover the move of Hodgkinson, which is a black and white warning flag. You can change, as the lead driver, you can change directions where you want, but you can't go across a driver and change directions defensively and then nearly have contact. So now Hodgkinson's got the outside line coming through, which is going to become the inside line. Martin is on the outside. Hodgkinson's taken the inside line. Beautifully done, holding the pace through. Held him out wide. It's going to be key now. Up the hill and into the corkscrew is going to be tough between these boys. What's Mason Martin going to do? Is he going to try to go under brakes like Dougie Gowans did earlier on in Heat 1? But behind them also you can see Wilkinson having a look there as well. And he's involved in the action as they come through here. Beautifully done there by Cam. Oh, I tell you what, Hodgkinson's still not over. Martin is coming up and creeping up on him, but he's got the inside line coming through there. Nicely done. He's backed off a little bit. This is going to be critical here. Have a look how close Martin is. He's trying to block the over and under. No. Hodgkinson's very smart. He kept the central line coming through there to make sure he couldn't get the over-under or take him on the outside line. But the fight's going to be coming downhill, mate.
Yeah, we'll see. Didn't quite get that great of a run, but he's still going to send it. Whoa!
Yeah, he is not giving it up at the moment. Hodgkinson's got the faster line on the outside line, and the inside line is a little bit more acute. But I tell you what, behind these boys, Wilkinson is just sitting there sweating bullets to see what happens. He's got to make sure he's not too close, because if these boys go round, he's going to be stuck in the middle. And he is currently leading the Pro-Ams in that spot, so he's got to be careful, because the guy behind him, Rubens Martin, is in the same class and fighting for that position. He needs to make sure he stays clean. So if he does have a bingle, that Rubens doesn't catch him. Bottom screen.
Did Parks pit already?
Did Parks pit? Is that one of those Peter Piper picks a pepper thing again?
Peter Pav Parks pit.
Yep. No, I can't see Parks at this point. My system is not behaving very nicely at the moment. I can tell you that the battle at the top is going up and down. They're breaking. They're getting close. They're opening up. They're getting closer, opening up. I don't think anyone's ready to make a move just yet. It'll be interesting to see what the pit strategy is going to be between 1, 2, and 3. Who's going to need more fuel? Have a look at this at the moment. Greg Barber and Daniel Byrne having a bit of a go here. Daniel Byrne on the inside line. Is he going to be able to have room to go out wide and keep momentum? He has. Barb's trying to get underneath him, but not tight enough. Byrne has got way too much momentum through that corner. Let's see how Byrne attacks this curve through here. He hits it again. He's hitting that yellow apex every single time, and that tyre goes up in the air, but he's holding momentum. Nice little battle between these two at the moment.
Yeah, meanwhile, you see in the second screen, Lavery has not let Doug go at all.
No, a great battle through there. And the pace is very, very close between these top three. Actually, the Lavery is... Look at that. 133.70 by Doug Gowans, his fastest lap. 133.74 by Lavery. But behind them, Braden Sagasa, a 133.42. Gallo, 133.70 again. So the top four are very, very close on point.
Meanwhile, there's another nice little battle between DeBono, Katakuzinos, and Cena. In fact, DeBono, a couple laps ago, was actually able to get a pass done through that kink of death.
Yep.
Oh, Mason's going real defensive on Wilkinson while that's going on as well.
Yep, he's coming down the line there. Okay, sorry, I switched at the wrong time. I'll go back to that other battle. I just didn't want you screaming like a girl, and there was nothing on camera. I'll tell you what, these battles are coming through.
Never stopped me before.
No, Thomas Sunny Cedar's right on the back of Katakuzinos here with 2/10. But the battles are forming everything. Mason Martin Wilkinson again. Ash Glover and Jason Depth going for it as well. Not Ash Glover and Rubens Martin going for it. And there's a nice little battle forming as well down the back of the pack. Have a look at these guys go for it. 4 of them coming against Gander, Schmellenberg, Edwards, and Black Fangs, Dan Ackland.
Yeah,
we're at the halfway mark, mate. We're at the halfway mark. We're going to see pits coming through within the next 5 minutes. And thank you to everyone who's come out and joined us tonight. We've hit the 79. We haven't cracked the 80 yet. We hit 80 plus on Tuesday night for the V8s. Last night we were in the high 50s, and tonight in the high 70s. So it's fantastic support. We really appreciate everyone that comes out and watches us and has fun with us. We're always up for some feedback as well. Do you want louder engines? Do you want me to shut up? Good luck with that one. But also,
don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
Very, very true. As we can see at the moment, De Bono has got Sam Kutakazinos putting the pressure on former teammates back in the Velocity Sim Lab days, racing together right there. And hang on, who's behind them? Tomasani Cena. So he didn't race for them at that point, but looking good out there as well. Well, was yes and yes. Oh, I can't remember which one you're answering yes to and which one is and. So I'll just think the positive as I go through that, eh? But yeah,
the answer is yes.
Yes, the answer is always yes. If you're out there and you're watching, there's still a lot of you that viewers that come out and enjoy the show, and you haven't subscribed. So please subscribe, because we want to hit the 2,000 by the end of the year. We are just under 300 away. Have a look how close this is here. Schmellenberg on the back of Ackland. Yeah, he was really coming up that hill and getting close. And we know that Schmellenberg's brake control on these cars isn't quite on point just yet. He's still learning these cars at the moment. But very tight coming through there, and the car's looking very sprightly.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Sam's starting to lose touch on De Bono.
Yeah,
he's having to look more out the mirror than the windshield right now.
So a bit of history on De Bono, very fast driver. He's won a few titles in this car, and he's also a driver that used to race the XL Series in real world. So I'm not sure if he's still doing anything like that at the moment, but he's quite a versatile car, quite a versatile wheel man, I was going to say.
I mean, I guess you could still call him a versatile car.
Yes, very much so. Dan Ackland's feeling the heat at the moment. Tell you what, Mr. Gander in the Northwind livery is hitting that sausage curb aggressively, like Daniel Byrne does. Let's see how Sam handles this bit of the track. Just keeps it on the black and white. Great bit of work. We've cracked the 80 tonight, so we're up there with the V8s on Tuesday night at the moment, ladies and gents. Thank you very much for your support. And let's have a quick look. We're at the 16-minute mark. We're going to see a lot of pits coming through any minute now. We're going to start seeing pits coming through. Let's have a quick look. We've got what we are in classes. We've got Dougie Gowans out there leading the boys with Cole Lavery and Brandon Sagassa. Then we've got Rubens Martin up there in 14th place. He's got 2 gaps ahead of him for the Pro-Ams. He's got Gander behind him. And here we've got Greggy Johnson and Brad Dines fighting it out for the top spot in the AMS tonight. It looks like it could be a Greg Johnson night again tonight. With I don't know how many weeks in a row I can talk to him in the broadcast lounge, mate. It's people are going to start talking. Oh, Russell Gander's into the pits. First one to trigger it. Ackland's been in the pits as well. So we've seen a few coming through now. We've got Humbly, Parks, Wilkinson, and Hedge in the last 4 laps come through. So it'll be interesting to see if this is going to trigger a big intake into the pit lane. As you can see, Dan Ackland coming around. I'm going to switch this camera up here into Mr. Wayne Edwards, who is hunting down Schmellenberg at this point.
And one thing that's going to be interesting to see is that as much as we were talking earlier about pit exit and its dangers, to me, pit entry is even more terrifying, because you only have a small amount of time to actually kind of slow down, and you go into this really tight hairpin that feels like you're having to put multiple rotations of steering just to get the car to go through, and you're like right next to the tire barrier. I remember Roman Grosjean stuffing his Indy car into the wall right there, trying to make it on a pit road way back when. So we'll see if anyone else suffers the same fate.
Yeah, but have a look on the top screen, mate. De Bono has been caught by Kutakazinos. I'm not sure if De Bono had a slowdown there at all. I'm trying to look at my my SDK, but nothing comes up as a slowdown for him. But Sam has caught him nicely, but he's also brought Sonny Cena with him as well. So there's going to be a tight little battle between these lads.
Yeah, we just talked about that. Sam was losing touch, and then all of a sudden, he's right back there.
Yep, it's the old elastic band effect. It's happening everywhere on track at the moment. You've got those two. Dougie Gowans has brought out a couple of tenths more, so he's sitting at 7 tenths. Looks like Kyle Lavery is just cruising behind him, and Brian Sagassa. They haven't really been attacking each other a hell of a lot. They're playing a very smart and clean race. They know it's 40 minutes, and they know it's going to be a sprint race after the fuel stop. It's going to be a matter of who saved the most between these three and who's going to need to be on the sticks getting fuel. So that could be a pinnacle point here. Lavery, if Sagassa saved enough fuel right here between both of these guys, he could pass him in the pits again. We've seen it happen in the last few rounds as well. So I dare say that they will all three go in. If I was Sagassa, and if I've got a good crew chief with me at the moment, I would know that my lap times are faster than these boys. I would stay out the extra lap and fang it like crazy and try to make it up in that extra lap and get it on the pit run coming through. So that would be my bid if I was him, because at the moment he is still 2 tenths faster than these boys on track.
Yeah, because that's one extra lap being on lower fuel, which is automatically going to make you faster.
And
so
at the moment he's being held up at the moment. So I think that's the way to go. If I was him, we'll see what happens. It's going to be very interesting, and that's going to be the pivotal point of this race, ladies and gents. So we are down in the last 12 minutes. Hell no, they're going to make it all the way. There's no way. Don't tell me we're going to have one of those. I just had that thought come through my mind. Because we've seen that happen in round, what was it, round...
Last week.
Last week, yeah. Was it, who was it that did it? I can't even remember.
I feel like it was most of them. That's what caught us out, because we're like, surely they're going to pit. No, they're not going to pit.
Yeah. Surely my memory is going to catch up at one point and start working and functioning better. But beautiful bit of run there. That corkscrew is a great picture coming of these cars coming through there. And they're really being, with the extra pace in these cars, they're really being able to hit it really hard too and fang it out of those corners too. DeBono's doing extremely well here, keeping Kunika Xenos at bay. I'm just going to go to Gowans. I've got Gowans already. They're not looking like pitting just yet. Let's have a look at them. They're 5 tenths apart. So Lavery's 5 tenths, Braden's 5 tenths. They haven't moved. Daniel Byrne, Davey Gallo is in fourth place. Daniel Byrne in fifth. Barber in second, in sixth. That's just me with my poor accent. So the gaps are very close to these lads.
That does not look good.
Oh,
that's
gotta be hard failure, man. There was no brakes involved in there. I'll tell you what, that's a whiplash moment. He was doing so well too. Unfortunate there. Unfortunate. That is definitely. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah. There must be a hardware failure or someone's tickled him. He's just not hit the brakes at all, has he? He's not even moving the steering wheel.
No.
Is he in the session still?
Yeah.
But he's in the pits, man. I reckon he might have. Did you hear him tow?
No, we saw him driving back, but...
Okay, I reckon he might get himself a towing without permission. Or did he drive back?
No, he drove it back, yeah.
Oh, look at that car. That thing was ruined. How the hell? Oh, man. My goodness.
Watching that wreck, though, that makes me quite uncomfortable, because there was a fatal crash here at the corkscrew in almost that exact fashion. Yeah, it was trying to Gonzalo Rodriguez. So seeing that, it's like.
Flashback.
I was very much not watching that because I was 2.
Oh, there you go. 2. 2 years old, he's referring to. 2 years
Yeah.
old at the time. Yeah, it's one of those things you don't want to watch and remember. Oh, we're hitting at 90. We're equal with the V8s on Tuesday night. We only need one more to get across the line to beat the V8s on Tuesday night at the moment, ladies and gents. So get your fam and friends in there. Loving the participation and also the support we're getting out there from the viewers. We thank you very much for coming out and supporting us and supporting the people that support us. Warren and Brown, Grim Industries, the legends at Shunt Sceneries, Thieves Driver Development, Shannon's Insurance, and also all these amazing drivers that are doing a cracking job. How many years ago was that? How many years? Well, he's 2. So what? But how old are you, bud?
It happened in 1999.
1999. All right. Oh, who's that in the pits? That's DeBono's gone in the pits. Yep, DeBono's gone in the pits. He is pulled the early one. The boys at the front haven't gone. Is Kutakazinos going to be able to lap a little bit faster with some fresh air here? He's on the back of Greg Barber, so he's got a bit of a toe coming through there. He can go as fast as he wants. They'll be close enough to get some toe off Barber's there. It'll be interesting to see how he's going to go around and where the pit strategy is going to be between those two boys. Carter Dines is in the pits as well. Well, he's not in the pits. It looks like he disappeared. No, it's just my SDK. Thank you very much, SDK, for all that. To get to the end, we'll need to save about 3 laps of fuel. Thank you, Ultimate Chops. Well, I know these front boys. I know Sagassa's got it in him. I don't know how they're going to go because they haven't really been fighting that hard, these top 3 guys, actually top 4 guys. So it'll be interesting to see how that comes out. Greggy Johnson's gone in the pits. He's fighting it out there with one of the boys for that top AM position. It's going to be very interesting to see how it happens. Dylan DeBono, he was in front of Sam Kutakazinos in 6th place. He's come out of the pits 7 places behind. More now. He's got down into 15th place. Bit of a battle there with Russell Gander and Cameron Edwards. Oh, Schmellenberg.
Gowns and Lavery on pit road.
Yep, and also Schmellenberg is just crashed as well. Oh, he's had brake failure on the sim. That's what happened to Schmellenberg. All right, they're all in the pits. Sagassa stayed out. Everyone else has followed in, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see how that comes out. I'm going to take the camera to Dan Ackland was the first to pit. So he's out there behind Dylan DeBono. Has Gowan's come out already?
Yeah. And Lavery is...
No, he's still in there. He's still in there. He's still in there. He's coming out now. Here comes Gowans. Sagassa stayed out. So the big thing was, is Sagassa going to be able to get out there and dominate that that pace coming through, and Gowans comes through.
Steve, I think your replay is well off, because right now, my end, Doug is entering the death kink.
Okay, there it is there. The bloody replay was stuck on. Good old SDK. Thank you very much for your support. So Dougie is out. He's come out. So the question's going to be when Sagassa goes in, has he made enough pace now while he's out on track? And get out there. Thank you, Chops. But the battle between Edwards and Gander is still going beautifully there. Edwards taking the pass on there. We've got Todd Parks at the moment on the top screen. We're going to wait till Sagassa goes in the pits so we can see what the conversion is going to be across there, because Davey Gallo has got himself up into... I'm going to shut up now because my SDK's just done something stupid. Barber's in, Jason Depp's in. I need an SDK professional to tell me why my SDK always does this.
That was a night. Oh,
that was a weird. That was a weird move. That he's like riding out there. Nice bit of work. They had a bit of a conversation, those two. No, you go. No, you're right. All right, so tell me. I can't even see Sagasa in my system. He's still there at the top spot. He still hasn't pitted. Looks like everyone else is pitted from my recollection at this end, except for Rubens Martin and Cameron Edwards, who's on the bottom screen at the moment. Everyone else looks like they've gone through their pit cycles. Sam Kudakazinos has lost 2 places to Dylan DeBono, with DeBono going in that little bit earlier on his pit. And here comes Dan Ackland on the back of Davey Gallo, who is in 3rd place after coming in a little bit earlier on the pits. So Gallo came in at lap 21, right behind Dougie Gowans. Black Fangs Ackland came in at lap 7. So is he going to have enough life in his fuel tank to come all the way through? Art Crime Wave, finishing races in iRacing helps your safety ratings, even if you are at the back of the field. Correct. But you don't get that benefit in league races, only in your officials. Your safety rating doesn't change in league races.
So I'm wondering if Lavery had some sort of penalty or something, because that stop was like 40 seconds longer than Doug. He is currently P19.
Unless
he pitted in second.
Overfilled.
That is one hell of an overfill. Oh, and a big moment.
Did you see that? He's come around that corner. He just wants to get out there like crazy. He's really, really putting the foot down. Unfortunately for him, that it looks like he's done a major overfill. He's probably got a full tank. We'll actually see what his pace is like once he's done his outlap, and that'll give us an indication if he has overfilled. But Sagasa, is he going to be able to make it all the way through? Chops reckons he's going to have to pit within 2 laps to go, but we've got 2 laps to go now. So if you're looking at him at the moment, there he is, ladies and gents. He's coming down the hill. This next lap will be the white flag. Is he going to make it all the way through without pitting? He was sitting behind Dougie Gowans and Cole Lavery all the way through that whole first stint. So it could be interesting to see what Chops reckons that that Lavery might have taken tyres by accident. He might have had his tyres on. We'll speak to. We won't speak to him, but I'll speak to him later on tonight and find out. But interesting to see Sagasa's lap time in the last few laps. He's dropped it down to 1:34.65. So he's full second slower than what his fastest lap, more than a full second slower than his fastest lap. So maybe he is definitely on a fuel strat. He's going to try to go all the way. The question is he going to pull in the pits this next turn as he comes down the hill, or is he going to continue round and go all the way to the end? Because my guess is we're going to see the white flag come out.
Yeah, because even if he's under a lap, he's got a big enough gap to where he can go way slower and still be able to hold on to the lead. So
yeah,
I
definitely
think it might be job done.
Might be job done. Right. Yep, he's done it. He has done a cracking job sitting behind those boys while they were fighting away for it. He looks like he's going to get it done. He's got to get it done still. He's still got to get around the lap, yeah? So we'll have a look at that. We're going to get 1, 2, and 3. It looks like we're going to get Braden Sagasa, Doug Gowans, and Dan Ackland up there in the top spot in the Pro-Ams. We've got Humbly leading them out at the moment, and Greggy Johnson in the AMs. So bit of work out there. It's good to see the battles going all the way up and down the field.
Yeah, what a recovery. Like, we saw how much he was struggling in the early going, and somehow was going to get himself back on the podium.
Here we go. This is the final lap, ladies and gents. Look at this battle down the bottom. Rubens is having a good crack here at Ash Glover, making him work very hard. Looks like that Sagasa is almost about to lap Greggy Johnson, who is going to be the AMS champion. There's Greggy Johnson up ahead. So it'll be interesting to see how close he's going to get to the end of it. As you can see, those boys on the bottom screen just past the white flag coming through. Mr. Sagasa, the legend. Who was he fighting with last week, my friend? I can't remember. He's not here tonight.
I don't remember.
I can't remember as well. Was it a Bernie or something like that, or it was a new name? Ladies and gentlemen, here he goes around the final corner for the feature race. Braden Sagassa brings it home for 1-9 for the feature race of the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals with a stellar effort with no pitting at all. He brings it home nice and clean and takes it out by 18 seconds, I believe. At this point, here comes Douglas Gowans from the SLM Motorsports team, bringing it home in second place for the feature race of round 3. Gowans doing an exceptional job. And Dan Ackland, a quality ride, 4 places up, brings it home with a bit of pressure behind him.
Oh, no!
Gallo, come through.
It's Barb and DeBono!
The Bono's had an incident coming through the final corner. We'll have a look at it a bit after this. It's been called in. So that was with Greg Barber. We'll have to see how that one pans out. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Phil Humbley's coming across the line, who takes it home to bring it home for the Pro-Am. Sensational work, Mr. Phil Humbley. And now we have the lone driver on the Blue Beast from Team Greg coming down the corkscrew at the moment. This will be Greggy Johnson bringing it home to take the AM win for the second week in a row. 2 races tonight. I think he did 2 last week as well. So spectacular work there by the Team Greg Red Energy driver as he's coming in and getting all the focus that he needs to shout out to his sponsors. But what a race that was, mate. We'll have to have a look at that little incident at the end and see what actually happened. But ladies and gents, here comes Greg Barber from Team Greg Red Energy Racing as he weaves his little Blue Beast in the checkers on the side, bringing it home for the AM win and AM victory tonight outright. Woo! Ooh, I tell you what, he's dived in. He's unfortunately not done a great job as controlling that. Oh, he's trying to flick it round to get around. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, that's a bit mixed up there. We'll get Cobes to fix up the standings at the moment. It's just Reggie. There it is. He's pressed the magic button, and there it is all back. Ladies and gentlemen, round 3 feature race tonight at the beautiful WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca has brought us some amazing action, and the top spot goes to Braden Sagassa with a tactical move of not pitting and coming through the whole race and bringing it to the end to take the top spot as the pro winner for tonight. Douglas Gowans from SLM Motorsports team brings it home in second place after his early incident, and across in third place, up actually down 2 places from the reverse top 10. Dan Ackland brings it home in third. Davey Gallo in fourth. Thomas Sunny Cena fifth. Greg Barber in sixth. Daniel Byrne in seventh. Dylan DeBono eighth. Sam Xenos Nice and Jason Depth in 10th. In the Pro-Ams, Phil Humbley does a spectacular job bringing it home with a couple of places. He finished in 10th outright. So special job there by Phil Humbley. And his compatriot behind him, Jason Wilkinson, was about 3/10 behind him, bringing it home in second place, followed by Peter Hedgeco in third. And then we've got Martin, Parks, Gander, Hardwick, Edwards, D and Browning. In the AMs tonight, Mr. Johnson takes out the first and second race tonight and brings it home in first place from Team Greg Red Energy Racing, and Brad Dines in second, Sam McCall third, Mark Snow fourth, and Steve Marion in fifth place. What a cracking race, my friend. That was an absolute rip terror and a lot of fun. I hope the viewers out there enjoyed it as much as we did tonight, because these boys put on a bit of a show. It looks like Greggy Johnson's sitting there all on his lonesome. I'm not sure if he's run out of fuel or he's just celebrating on his own there on the track after winning back-to-back tonight.
Yeah, it was really strange race. And man, Sagasser has to have some sort of onboard refinery after that. That is crazy, and I think that's 2 weeks in a row of masterclass fuel saving.
Yeah, it's
Cookies are not included in some locations.
yeah, it's been a cracking run after the racing out there. I'll tell you, yeah, I got no words, man. It was again shocked us. Last week we had some of the boys do it. Tonight he's managed to do it. Maybe Cam needs to maybe just tighten up the fuel load so that it forces them to do it. Oh, I tell you what, can you imagine if there was like 5 litres less, or a couple, or maybe 2 litres less, and it was right on that cusp, you know what I mean, where we might actually see some guys go for it and then fail as well. We've seen it fails before. We've seen people coming down the main straight and lose races running out of fuel as they platter across the line. And Mr. Keefe downstairs in our RC was one of those drivers doing it and getting beaten out by Douglas Gowans. All right, mate. We ready to bring these lads in?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, Mr. Johnson's in there straight away. All right, I'll take my headphones off so I can hear myself think, because it's pretty hollow in there. Ladies and gentlemen, back-to-back tonight for round 3 of the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. Takes it for heat 1 and 2, and it's starting to make a habit of talking to me in the booth. Mr. Greg Johnson from Team Greg, Red Energy. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well, mate. It was a long, hard night.
A long, hard night. I haven't done one of those for a long time, mate.
You should get out on track.
Yeah, definitely out on track. The racing out there tonight, how was it, and how was Laguna Seca?
Slippery. It was hard to pull the cars up and very easy to go off track, and lots of guys did. I had a couple of little issues pulling up into the corkscrew.
Yep.
Went really deep in there a couple of times. I thought, stop the car, turn it, go down the hill, drop a bit of time, keep it on the track. But, had some good racing with Snowy and Sam and Brad. So the 4 of us were together at one stage in that last race. And,
we caught that. You guys are having great little battles there.
It was really good.
For the top spot.
It's just, I just thought, right, I'm just going to keep the car on the track. And if these guys take each other out, that's a bonus. Or, unfortunately, Snowy went over the top of the corkscrew and went over the top, turned left, and then turned left again instead of turning right, and gave me back a spot. And
wait till you watch the
my
replay,
pit strategy
mate.
Worked all right, because I had 2 seconds on Dinesy when I went in, and I had 4 seconds when he went out.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Nice work, mate. It was a great few battles out there between you boys. We had you on screen for a bit. Wait till you watch it back and you see Tim Smellenberg go straight through the corkscrew into the wall at high speed. Yes, at high impact too, mate. I don't know. It looked like a brake failure to me, but cracking out. Bit of a difference on track. Did you feel it? Difference of the new scan?
Yes and no. I did a bit of practice out here the other night, and I'm trying to get a setup that works for me. Round here, it was so different to the last track, because what gripped up on the last track didn't here. So I ran a different setup tonight than I did last week, which is unusual. Like I've normally run a setup for the whole season pretty much. But I end up having with traction control on 2 at times, and ABS on 2 tonight to get the car to stop. So, but it was good. In the end, I sort of got my head around the car and just got my pace, and I was in the 34s fairly consistently, so I was happy with that. I was up at high as P18 at one stage.
It was
people going on and off for the track, and pit stops.
Great bit of work. How much fuel did you have at the end of the race?
The car started coughing going up the hill on the cool down lap, and where it stopped coming up to the finish line for the photo at the end. That was all that was in it. There's none left.
Lovely work.
I rolled from the top of the corkscrew pretty much all the way down to get to there.
Yeah, nice work, mate. Nice work.
It was good fun.
Well, Mr. Johnson, as much as I love talking to you every week, people are going to start talking.
It's okay. Let them talk.
Who gets Mr. Greg Johnson and Team Greg Red Energy out on the track, brother?
Yep, we've got a little group of supporters these days. We've got Cairo Centric, my Cairo Tara. She works me over when I need it. Ant-Man Signs. Ant does some signage for me for the Greg's 3D Trucks and Trains. Greg's 3D Trucks and Trains. For all your little train needs for the kids and your little trucks for the model train guys. Jump on Facebook and search for Greg's 3D Trucks and Trains. And of course the Red Energy, the company sponsor. And last but by no means least, the Prostate Cancer Foundation of Australia. We support each other pretty much. That's how that one works. It's a mutual relationship. So remember, guys, go out, get checked, go and see your GP, get him to do a PSA test on your next blood test, and that way you know things are all good. Most important thing you can do for yourself.
Are you sure they do them automatically after a certain age now, the PSA test and the blood test?
I thought that too until I went to the GPs the last time round, and I got all the tests done except for a PSA, and I thought, seriously, I've had prostate cancer, you're not doing my PSA again. Why are you not doing that?
Because I noticed on my blood test there's always there's a PSA now. I think it might be just
you've got a good GP, but if your GP doesn't put it down, say put it down. It's no difference to them, because they're not the one drawing the blood. So and it's just another test that they run. But yeah, it could save your life. That's the main thing.
Yeah, 100%. And I've heard Greg's story, and it's definitely something you got to keep in the back of your mind, no matter what age you are, because it can get you at a young age or an older age. Doesn't matter. Cancer has no bias to age, that's for sure. Mr. Johnson, congratulations on 2 weeks in a row up here in the booth and doing a double tonight.
3 weeks in a row.
3 weeks. Well,
you were absent week one.
I was absent for week one, mate. So you're lucky there. Getting me 3 weeks in a row would be hard work.
I'll try and do that next week.
Yeah, I was going to say you'll probably try to do that next week, and it's going to be an absolute cracker. You are definitely battling it out there for a title win, mate. So congratulations on a great outing tonight, and keeping it smart and keeping it clean. Ladies and gentlemen, the AM winner tonight at the WeatherTech Laguna Seca, Mr. Greg Johnson from Team Greg. Thanks, brother, and good luck next week.
Cheers, pal. Bye.
Alrighty. Who we got next, mate? We have got Phil Humbly. If I am correct, I believe I am correct, which is not very often these days. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the room. Taking out the Pro-Ams tonight, bring it home for Northwind, Mr. Phil Humbly. Welcome to the room, brother. How's it going?
G'day all. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, another one where, I'm not quite sure how I got here, but I got there.
You're making a habit of this, mate, and not knowing how you're getting here. You know how you can work out how you got here?
How's that?
Watch the replay.
Watch the replay. I'll have to find out what's going on. I had a few battles there with Todd Parks, and he was pretty quick. He was a lot quicker in the first race, but we had a bit of a battle there. But I think he had a bit of grief towards the end, and slipped by him. But second race was interesting. So I was sort of in the end of a bit of a jam with the pro guys there, and not making any good laps. Pitted a bit early and got some clean air, and tried to put my head down. Yeah.
A bit of work, mate. That's 2 weeks in a row. Obviously, what you're doing is working for you, mate. Have you pinned it down? Is it just trying to keep it clean, or is it more practice? Where are you heading?
Oh yeah, put in a bit of practice. Yeah, once I get sort of a reasonable time, then I try and be consistent, and that pays dividends.
Yeah, so it definitely is out there. You're doing a cracking job, mate. And some of the battles that you were getting into were spectacular. How'd you like the new layout, or not new layout, but the new version of this track? And how did you feel about the corkscrew and the battles out there? Because you're in some tight ones.
Oh yeah, the track's it's cleaned up graphically. It's looking a lot better, and that's good. Yeah, the corkscrew is always a bit of fun. I don't think you ever go through it the same way at any lap. It throws a challenge at you no matter what. There's one car rolled in front of me. It's weird to see the underside of a car as it goes over Yeah.
That's because you haven't raced with me, mate.
Yeah. No, every race is interesting.
The bottom of my gut showed up a lot. Well, you've done a cracking job, Phil. It's good to see you out there having fun. Sounds like you're having a blast out there. The Northwind boys are doing good. You were actually racing together for a fair bit at one point in the first heat, I think it was. So getting your pace was very similar to each other. But who gets Mr. Phil Humbley and the Northwind Motorsports out on track?
Okay, yeah, thanks for the Northwind guys for letting me come along. BCMG's their sponsor, I forgot to mention that last week. And other than that, we do it for the love and the passion.
Yeah, that's what we all do, mate. Love your work. It's been absolutely amazing to watch you out there and having fun, mate. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Pro-Am champion tonight in our feature race for the Warren Brown GR86 Nationals, Mr. Phil Humbley from Northwind Motorsports. Congratulations, brother, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Yeah, thanks, team, and thanks to you commentary guys. You're doing a great job, and the whole SRW team. Yep, good stuff.
Thank you very much, brother. Thank you. Ladies and gents, another legend leaving the room. Well, we've got Dan Ackland, Doug Gowans, and Braden Sagassa. So get your pen and paper ready, Mr. Watson, because you're going to do Mr. Dougie Gowans. Cool?
All right.
All right. So I'm going to bring in the white fang himself, Mr. Dan Ackland. Brings it home. Oh, that a whip crack in the background. Brings it home to take third place. Mr. Ackland, Black Fang, how the hell are you, mate?
Oh, mate, I'm bloody fantastic. The whip crack in the background was me knocking my beer over because I got scared by the ding ding. But no, I'm good, mate. Yeah, I certainly didn't expect to be.
Sound like the glass, mate.
No, I didn't. I just knocked most of it out, which is a shame.
That's all right. How was it, mate? You showed some wicked pace out there tonight. Strategy was on point as well. Just take us through your race tonight, because it was a lot of battling going on, and I think you're getting faster.
Oh, look, to be honest, tonight was one of those nights where I didn't expect to be that fast, because I built the setup myself this afternoon, and I sort of just winged it. A few clicks here, a few clicks there, and sort of came together all right. And then when I got into practice and I was up near the front, I was like, oh, okay, this is all right. And then when I was in the race, I'm like, I'm not used to being in these tough battles, so it kind of all fell apart a little bit. And especially starting pole in that second race, it all fell apart pretty quickly. And at that point, I thought, well, best pit, get this pit stop over and done with, and then get some clean air and try and get some consistent laps in. And the numbers just kept coming. I kept looking at the position, and it's 15th, 13th, 12th, and then I'm like, there's got to be a few more to pit. I didn't expect to get up to third, I'll be quite honest with you. I thought maybe top 10 would be good. So
you pitted lap 7, so you were the earliest pitter out there tonight. How much fuel did you have at the very end?
I had heaps. No, I had about half a litre, 0.5 of a litre, I think. Enough to do a little burnout at the end. So
Yeah. So that just proof in the pudding there, it doesn't always pay to go to the end of the tank, come in early and know how much your tank's left and how much roughly laps you got left, and you can come in and make up for it at the back end of the race. So it was a great strategy, mate. It worked really well. You got really close to some battles in there tonight where at some points I thought you were going to lose it. How was the pressure out there with other guys around you?
I was sweating, mate, to be honest. It's one of those tracks where there's no room for error at all. You've got to hit every marker, you've got to hit every apex, and especially with this car, if you lose the flow of the speed, you drop 2 or 3 spots in no time, and that's kind of what happened in that start of that race. I got that slow down at the corkscrew there on lap 2, I think it was, and had to run it wide at the apex of the last corner to clear that, and then it kind of all fell apart. So I was like, well, I'm not going to sit here in a battle pack and make passes, because it's just so hard to pass at this track in that car. So I thought, well, I'll get out, get some laps under my belt, and try and work my way back through that way, and it worked in the end. Couldn't believe it, to be honest.
You've done really well, mate. You've done really well. Last question I've got for you. Where'd Black Fang come from, mate? Cobra Kai?
No, I keep hearing that. I watch the replays and I hear that and I go, I've never heard of that show before. I have to look it up. To be honest, I love like wolves and dogs and that's sort of my thing. And I was just sort of rattling my brain, and Black Fang came along. I was with Synergy Sim Racing for a long time, for over 10 years, and they weren't doing a lot of formula racing, and that was sort of my thing. So I thought I'll start my own little side hustle with the Black Fang, and yeah, it's been good.
So it's just you on your own?
No, I got Toddy Parks, who was in there tonight.
Yep.
And there's a couple other lads.
Does Toddy? Because on my thing, Toddy Parks is under Synergy Sim Racing on my system, so that's where it is. So I've got to get that changed then. All right, cool.
I think that might be from the SDK when he's filled it out for a different league, and it's still
It's his back end application of SDK. That's what it is. Yep, 100%.
Yeah, so he's with me in Black Fang. For SRW, that's it. And I've got a couple other guys that run. We were doing the FDL, SFL league, but on hiatus at the moment. So yeah, it's just us, a few of us, and we do a couple of enduros and a bit of fun. It's all good.
Excellent, mate. Well, you're doing cracking work, mate. You're doing well in the open wheelers as well. It's good to watch you out there. I'm lucky enough to get to do all 3 shows of the night. Haven't seen you in a GT yet, but we'll see when that happens. But, mate, who gets Mr. Dan Ackland and Black Fang out on track?
Well, myself, because I like to call myself a hand-me-down racer, so I've got to thank Toddy, especially because he's handing me down all of his old gear, wheels, rigs, pedals, the lot. And Gripline with their sponsorship, and they've got a discount code if you want to get some gear from Gripline. Use code BFR10 and you'll get your 10% discount.
Excellent work, mate. Excellent work. Well, cracking bit of work, mate. Congratulations. Is this your first outright podium?
Yeah, in any league, to be honest. And it's probably my first race in this season in GR86 and SFL that I haven't had some sort of hardware failure. Yeah, so I'm pretty glad to get through it, to be honest.
A nice clean run all the way to the end with the track and hardware, mate. Congratulations, dude. Hope your luck continues and the hardware keeps you on the track. And hopefully see you up here again later in the season. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Ackland from Black Fang takes out 3rd place outright as a pro driver in the Warren and Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. Congratulations, man, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks, Jensen. Thank you. Keep up the great work. Cheers.
Cheers, brother. All right. Now from one legend to another, let's bring him in. The OG, the original guy, Mr. Douglas Gowans comes into the booth and has a bit of a chinwag with us after, I made a mess there. I moved everything around, not just the room and Douglas. How are you, Dougie?
I'm just stunned. I'm absolutely amazed. I mean, I really have to give it to Braden for saving that amount of fuel in a Toyota 86. I've never seen anything like it. That was just absolutely incredible and a well-deserved win to him for being able to do that. He should take out the freaking championship for doing that.
It was pretty spectacular, mate. I'm going to shut up because I'm going to let Mr. Watson actually talk for a change.
James!
So I'm going to pass him on to you, mate. But Dougie, cracking work out there, mate.
Thanks, bud. I tried my hardest.
Yeah, when did you finally realize throughout that race when you saw Braden stay out and you were like, oh no, he's going to make it to the end, isn't he?
Well, I mean, the last lap, and then I thought, well, he's still going to run out halfway around, surely. I mean, there's no way on earth he's going to be able to do this. But, I'm looking at the relative, and he just wasn't appearing on the relative. I thought, unbelievable, I mean, a fuel-saving god, that's all I've got to say. I've really never seen anything like that in a Toyota 86. That's just an insane amount of fuel to save at such a short track and still be able to run the lap times he was running. We were running pretty damn fast, 33.7s, 33.8s, and he'd done that for 3/4 of the race, yet he was still saving fuel. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, when you pitted, was that it? Like, were you running out?
Yeah, I was out of fuel. I was done, mate. I was good. I had probably 1.2 laps of fuel left. So I thought, I'll pit now. I don't want to push the envelope too much by just trying to stretch another lap. I had a decent gap behind me, only a second to Kyle. I knew I'd be able to come back out in front. But then, I really don't know what else to say about that effort from Braden. It's just an amazing job.
Yeah, and take us through that incident there with Byrne going through the kinks. Steve and I weren't really able to make a whole lot of sense of it. What was it like from your point of view?
From my point of view, so I got a run. I got my nose up past his rear axle. This is from my perspective. I'm not saying I did. I haven't had a look at it yet. from my point of view, I've got the corner. He has to give a little bit of space. Maybe I tried to turn a little bit early to the left, and I think he tried to turn in a little bit early as well. And there was I only had a 0 to 4, so it was only a light contact. So I don't know if it was a bit of a net code moment or if we actually did touch. I'll have to go back and have a look, I mean, apologies to Dan. I love racing Dan. We have some great races, but unfortunately when you got two guys who are, hard and fast drivers, these type of things do happen. And then I also had the incident with Carter in race 1. I just felt like I was getting squeezed right over to the edge of the track, even though he had plenty of space to the left. And then because, he was moving across and squeezing me to the right, my car's bouncing on and off the track a little bit. And we just touched and around he went, So apologies to that too. I've got to have a good look at that. I did get a 10-point penalty for it. But I'll probably put a ticket in for that one.
I'll be looking forward to it, mate.
Yeah, well, yeah, like I said, I've only had a quick look. Just
I'm not taking the piss. I'm just saying I'm looking forward to it because there was some great racing out there tonight, mate.
It's hard. It's hard.
Well
yeah.
done.
It's hard, and I hope
delivery though.
I mean, I've been on the receiving end plenty of times as well. And these things happen when you have guys like Carter and guys like Dan and and Braden and Daniel and and Dave and
it's hard racing.
It's hard. It is very, especially in a car like this where there's no overspeed. The overspeed is so slow in these things. And unfortunately these things do happen. Apologies to them both. I never want to be involved in an incident, but these things do happen time to time.
It's racing, Doug. It's racing, mate.
It is, mate. It is.
I know that. Any more questions, Mr. Watson, before I flap my gums?
Nope.
I know that.
Well, James, yes, Vegemite does taste nice on toast.
Please, I've been hanging around everyone long enough. I don't have any more questions when it comes to that.
We'll convert him. Yes,
yeah. Look, the Discord downs after the race is pretty cool. It's everyone apologising and things like that. But at the end of the day, it's racing. You're out there to win, and there's no malice involved. You've got to get around someone sometimes. Sometimes you've got to go off the track a bit more than other times. But it's all good racing. It's all good fun, and it's spectacular. Mate,
I've learned over my time so far to take these things on the chin when it happens to me. I know it's hard for the other guys because they're hurting, and they're not entirely sure why it happened, and it's just one of those things, But there's obviously no malice or anything. It's just trying to race hard.
Yeah. And that's it. And you've got different guys, different levels, and it doesn't take much to make a mistake. And at the end of the day, a lot of these things when incidents happen is just a mistake, and that's what it's about. It's minimising mistakes when you're racing. Unfortunately, sometimes you make a mistake and there's someone beside you, and it's just what it is. It doesn't mean you're a dirty driver. It doesn't mean anyone else is a dirty driver.
No,
it doesn't mean the standards are that bad. It just means that you're making an error. That's what you're doing. You're racing a damn car.
Exactly. Exactly.
And you're not perfect. You're not Verstappen out there. You're going to make errors, and sometimes it's when someone's beside you.
That's right.
That's my philosophy on it all, and I could talk about it for days on end. But the last thing I'm going to ask you is your livery, is it Partridge family inspired?
No, I don't think the Partridge family ever had black, yellow, and red.
They had that bus. They had that bus.
Yeah, but man, that was bloody flowers and purple power and daisies and God.
I gotta hang it on you, mate. I gotta hang it on you. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
We're finding your car livery a little bit unsettling at the moment because we're so used to having you that beautiful green one. I really like the green one you had. I know the boys used to hang it on you.
They did. They said it looked like a pack of menthols.
Menthols, but I thought it was actually quite classy.
Pretty much, yeah.
But that's all right, Dougie. That's all right.
I'm gonna blame my teammate James for this. It's all his fault.
I love it out there.
Look, it's something different. At least you know who I am now.
Well, this is true, mate. You're definitely standing out like I would say in my language, like yeah. You can translate that the way you want, peeps. But I tell you what, mate, cracking bit of work out there. Mr. Douglas Gowans takes out the second place outright for the pros. Who gets Mr. Gowans out on track and supports your team?
Yeah, SLM and all the boys, of course, as always. Great bunch of lads, and Matty Keane, our team principal, always does a cracking job for us. Thank you guys. Thank RC, and all your main sponsors, and our sponsors, SLM Painting and Maintenance down there in Victoria, ibdvinyl.com, and Swoodspeed for your racing apparel. So thanks, guys, and thanks to the other guys for turning up tonight.
Yeah, cracking bit of work. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, Mr. Gowans. Good luck for the rest of the season. Douglas Gowans takes out second place tonight outright for the Warren and Brown. Toyota GR86 Nationals. See you later, legends, and good luck.
Thanks, fellas. Bye-bye.
All righty. He is out of there. I don't know what I did with this place. I've moved the green room to the other end, but let's bring this new legend, this legend that's brewing out there. He's been waiting for a while, and his name is going to be legendary status after a performance like tonight that we have not seen before. Mr. Braden Sagassa, that pace, that fuel saving, how the hell did you do that?
I'm asking myself the same question, really. I don't no idea. I was just winning it, and I didn't think I had the pace in the second race for Dougie. The car didn't really like the dirty air. So I thought I would try and switch up the strategy, and somehow it worked.
How many laps of fuel did you save in the end?
I don't know laps, but I think Dougie said it was about 5 or 6 litres that I saved somehow in that 40-minute race.
Gowans did pitted at the 21st lap. Kobe downstairs, how many laps did we do? We did 26 all up. So you saved 5 laps of fuel.
Like I said, I don't know how it worked out. I was expecting my my iRacing fuel calculator to bug out and say, actually, you need to add 3 litres. I was like, oh, fantastic. But yeah, so it held out. I was doing some calculating in my head, and there was smoke coming out of the ears, trying to figure it out. But yeah, I'm lost for words myself. I think Dougie was lost for words in the green room as well.
So you were following behind the boys for a fair whack, and Mr. Watson and I were saying, look, these boys are fuel saving, and you were in a spectacular spot, and you pretty much, what we were expecting was you to go into the pits before them, and then need less fuel and pass them in the pit strat that way, but you just threw it on a dime, man, and heads and tails, and went the other way completely and did it. So where do you reckon a lot of the fuel saving was coming down into the first hill, down the hill there, around the corkscrew area, coming around there? Is that where you feel your most of your fuel saving was done? Just maintaining pace around it, like not braking?
Absolutely, yeah. After the corkscrew, those next 2 corners, I had the clutch in pretty much the whole way down to the second last corner. And yeah, I was somehow able to hang on. I think I threw the tow rope just far enough to latch on to Kyle there, and I didn't lose as much time as I thought I would. I had a thought that Kyle and Dougie were fuel saving as well.
Well, it looked like they were, but not, because they stopped fighting after a while, and all 3 of you were pretty much sitting at around 5/10 apart. Between this, the gap was pretty consistent. Here and there, it would expand like an elastic band, like you expect them to do. But now looking back at it, and it'd be great to see it and hear it. But that's the only thing I can think of that you could be doing is just keeping the momentum, not breaking, keeping the momentum going through as long as you could through those quarters. So what about the big hairpin at the beginning?
I was braking probably 100 meters after the first kind of kink, and then just rolling it into that corner, and then like turn 3 I would blip the clutch a bit, and then I think turn 5, the second hairpin, I was clutching in there. It was just a lot of clutch work and try not to rev the car out too much.
Well, tell you what, ladies and gents, viewers that are out there watching, if you want a masterclass on fuel saving and you're one of our drivers, I'd go back and watch iRacing so you can get in the cockpit because you're not going to get much given away during the broadcast, that's for sure. But, mate, that's a cracking bit of work out there and spectacular driving. You've achieved a different status level in my eyes tonight, mate. And, Mr. Watson, you blew us away. We didn't think that strategy was on. And I think Dougie Gowans is going to be he's going to view this racing a little bit different going forward and try and look at what the strategies are like. But maybe also Mr. Cam Hardwick's going to start looking at these fuel levels as well to see if you can do it again. But, mate, fantastic run. It's amazing watching you race in all the different series that we've got at the moment. You sounds like you're having fun. Who gets Mr. Braden Sagassa out on track, mate, and supports your racing?
Yeah, just obviously the 1-9 team, you know, the wonderful livery that Chris has made. It stands out, and it's really great to run. And also my mum, who's always watching. I don't know if she was commenting, but yeah, good old Mama Jessie is always around, and also my granddad. He's always rooting me on. But yeah, it's just, and also you guys for putting on an amazing broadcast every time.
Well, we do our best, mate. It put it this way: without the drivers and the things you guys do out there and what you achieved tonight, we would be quietly bored in here. We get our dulcet tones out and we scream like fan cheer girls sometimes and get crazy with some of the things that's going on. So it's all about you guys, mate. And you're out there, if you're a viewer out there, don't just listen to the sponsors. Listen to the sponsors the drivers have got, because it supports them and helps them get out to race as well. Mate, you're an absolute legend. Looks like the title fight is on and the gauntlet's been thrown down by Braden Sagassa, mate. So this name will go down in history with this race tonight, mate. I don't think people will forget this very, very quickly. I'll let you know that's for sure. Good luck for the rest of the season, mate. I can't wait to see what else you're going to do.
Thank you, Steve, and thank you, James, and thank you, Toby. Have a good one, boys.
Excellent work, ladies and gentlemen. The heat round 3 winner outright, Mr. Braden Sagassa, takes it home for 9-1 and the feature race. Mr. Watson, where do we go from here, man? Where do we go from here? What a race! We are going to. I was going to say we're not going to Belle Isle. We are going to Willow.
Oh, hell yeah!
That is going to be a cracker. Willow Springs is going to be good, man. Oh, I've got to look forward to that. Looks like a bit of a American influence after we go to Hernandez, the Rodriguez Autodrome, and then back out to Sebring, Homestead, Miami, Watkins Glen. Oh, that's going to be interesting in these cars. Which layout are the boys going to do, the short or the longer one? And then we are at Mid-Ohio to finish the season off. Oh, I'll tell you what.
So it looks like it's going to be the layout that NASCAR currently uses. So gonna bus stop, no boot.
No boot. Yeah. Okay. Bus stop to the right. Okay.
Yeah,
so yeah, that's going to be good. And the day after that's my birthday. So you guys will have to remember that. Not that it's an easy day to forget. But wow, I've got a headache. Tonight was another absolute rip terror out there. And my mind is still blown that Sagassa achieved to save 5 laps of fuel. 5 laps of fuel. That is ridiculous. So that is a new standard he has set. And I think a lot of drivers in that top 10 will be thinking long and hard about it and seeing how their strategies are going to go, because this series has become a little bit more serious, mate. It's not just about getting in the car, putting the foot down and taking it and wheeling it home.
No, it hasn't. And it's interesting seeing everyone having to work with that and figure it out. But, you know, the racing has been absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, it's been an absolute cracking night. For those of you who have got nothing to do Saturday night, Sunday night, join us again for the GT3s. If life permits, I will be doing the replay on Saturday night. And Sunday night is going to be the next round coming through. So a lot of fun for that as well. But thank you for your support out there, viewers. We've had some amazing numbers tonight. So like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons. And thank you to all the drivers. Mr. Watson, thank you. And Kobe downstairs, thank you. It's been another fantastic round of racing. Thank you to our supporters out there, Grim Industries, for the V8 coffee tables. If you saw the post I shared today, Mr. Andrew Grimm did a McLaren engined table, and it looks spectacular with the engine covers in papaya color. So reach out to him. It doesn't have to be something amazing like that. It could be something a little bit simpler, like even a piston stand or something like that. He does everything from the big tables to something small. Big reach out to Phoenix Driver Development, out to Shunt Sceneries, for anything that you do flight simulator related. There's got some renderings that are available through their website, shuntsceneries.com.au, for some local flight centres. A big thank you out there to Shannon's, who's jumping on board as well. We're just waiting for the bottom line to be signed, and the legends that are Warren and Brown Tools. Without them, we would not be doing what we do during the week. We definitely 100% would not be doing it. They pay the bills for us. Thank you everyone else there for support, and hopefully we'll see you all again in these beautiful big numbers for our next race. Thank you very much, and good night.